Okay, so today what I'm going to be doing is ranking the top 10 extreme demons in Geometry Dash by DECO. DECO only, okay? So before we start, I just want to say a couple things. The reason I'm doing DECO only is because I see too many people make these top 10 extreme demons or the top 150 extreme demons ranked, right? And they count for gameplay for some reason, even though most people that do it can't even beat a top 150 themselves, never mind a top 10. So this is not going to count a level's history or its popularity or its gameplay, solely on the decoration. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so number 10 on my list is Silent Clubstep, and I think this is obvious. Okay, if you take away the history from Silent Clubstep, all it is just like a bad 1.6 level, or just a okay 1.6 level. Because it was made so long ago, it's just not good, and I'm gonna be comparing these to standards of today. If you compare it to standards of today, it is not good, so there's no really redeeming parts. I mean, the beginning, I guess, is kind of cool, but compared to everything else on the list, this is just not that great. So number 9, I have Abyss of Darkness. And Abyss of Darkness is just literally a slightly below average, like, glow level. I swear, it's not good. It's just so painfully slightly below average that I don't really have much to say. It's not that great. It's nothing that stands out. The other levels kind of have a feature about them that makes them differentiate themselves from the average extreme. Abyss of Darkness does not have that. It's just Abyss of Darkness, and that's why it's 9. Number 8, I have Codependence. Codependence is, in my words, the most average level you could possibly have, decoration standards. It is not good, it is not bad, it is just the most average thing ever. And yes, I will give it some points because the fact that it's 2-player and it has like a 6 split screen look kind of makes it a bit more interesting. The actual core decoration, still the same. It's just average. So that's my thoughts on Codependence. Now, number 7, I have Slaughterhouse, and it's top 1. Slaughterhouse fit perfectly. It was a really good top 1, but again, it's top 4 now. And just talking about the decoration, it is just, again, like an average. There's not really anything interesting. River's part, I guess, looks pretty cool. And there's like another part, probably around the 80s, that looks okay. But for the most part, it's just an average level. I haven't really got much to say about it. It's just not the same now that it's not top 1. So, for number 6, I have Firework. And Firework would be so much more higher on the list if it just decided to, you know, have color, like a firework. Fireworks are supposed to be these colorful things, and Firework is not that. Firework is just a grayscale, like, level. There's nothing really much to it. It's got cool designs. It definitely has the potential to be higher, but because it's so bland with its coloring, it just can't go any higher than 6. So, for number 5, I have Acheron, our current top 1. Acheron is just, okay, so, for what it tries to do, I think it nails it. It looks good, and it's got that 1.9 feel, but with, like, 2.1 standards. It's pretty good. But, just comparing it to everything else, I don't know, it just feels like an average level. There's nothing in Acheron that stands out. Usually every level has this one part that kind of stands out above the rest. This is just okay throughout the entire thing. It's got no bad parts, it's got no good parts, it's just good. They're kind of just okay. I wouldn't call it average, maybe slightly above average, but I will put this at 5. So, for number 4, people might disagree with me on this, but I have Kyuki. The reason Kyuki is so low comparatively to everyone else's thoughts on it is because I'm not counting gameplay, I'm just counting decoration. And if I was counting gameplay, it's probably be number 1, but I'm not. I'm counting just decoration, and for decoration, I think it's just good. I don't see why people think it's this amazing. It just looks like a above average level. I don't really see anything other than that. But for top 10 standards, a slightly above average level is pretty good, is enough to land it at 4. So, that's my thoughts on Kyuki. Now, for number 3, this might ruffle some feathers. I know a lot of you are going to disagree with me on this, but this is entirely my opinion, just my opinion. Scoop and Circles is the 3rd best decoration-wise. I am not talking about the LDM. If I was talking about the LDM, this would probably go either above Silent Clubstep or below Silent Clubstep. But, if we're just talking about the normal level, at normal detail, it is actually really cool. I feel like it is a bit too much. Like, there's like so much going on that it's like, it kind of puts it down a bit at points there. But honestly, for a 9 Circles level, it's really cool. It's not as basic as other 9 Circles levels on the list. So I think it has that in the beginning. Looks pretty cool. There's not really a part that I would say looks bad. So I have Scoop and Circles of 3. I totally understand if you disagree with me, but I'm talking about the normal version, not the LDM. And I know there are some people that don't like the full version either, but this is just my opinion. It's subjective. So for number 2, is this debatable? I guess if it's reputation. I have Avernus at 2, and that's because if we're like not looking at the gameplay, we're not looking at anything else, we're just gonna look at the decoration. It's actually really cool. It does what it wants to do, and it fits its theme really well. Now, a lot of people say the decoration is simple. I don't see it. I don't see how it's simple, and even if it is, that doesn't mean it's not good. It's still good. I mean, that's not... Just because something's simple doesn't mean it's bad. So, yeah, I have Avernus at 2. Avernus is just a really good-looking level. It's not outstanding at the top level. It's just pretty good. I like it. It's got some cool looking stuff. And for number 1, I feel like we all expected this, to be honest, because it's the only level that looks like outstanding in the top 10. It's Cosmos, or Kokma, whatever you want to call it. Again, not counting the gameplay. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that don't like the gameplay right now. But that aside, Cosmos is really cool. This is built by Cherry Team. Cherry Team built Shinigami and Cytokinesis. They've got some good levels under their belt, and Cosmos is one too, decoration-wise. I really like it. It nails the space theme. Is not the best space theme in the top 50. I mean, Edge of Destiny is probably better, but top 10 standards, this is probably the best level. I already have much to say, but the backgrounds are really cool, and it just nails what it's trying to do. And the colors are really good in it, so I'll give it that. I'm sorry for the awkward cut, but yeah, that is the top 10 ranked by DECO. And I know a lot of you are gonna say, like in a month's time, oh, where's Tidal Wave? Where's Tidal Wave? You missed Tidal Wave. I would put that either just above or below Scoop and Circles. I think Tidal Wave has got some really cool ideas, and it's just a refreshing top 10, but I do think it's like lack of polishing and just like clean will put it below Avernus and Cosmos, but I would rank it pretty high. So there you go. Now you have no excuse until like some random top 10 gets verified, some old impossible one gets put on the list. So that is it. We are 2 subscribers away from 20 subscribers, so if you could subscribe, I would appreciate it. But if you don't want to, thanks for watching the video, and I will see you in the next one.